Hola, mis amigos. Bienvenido a la referencia de la película, aka the movie reference. This is episode 27.
Hallelujah. I'm back, baby.
Hallelujah.
I'm back.
Brittany's back. Mark's back.
Get excited. No more Detective Whitney.
Yes, Detective Gregory and Chico Malo. Case
Chico
closed.
Malo.
Uh,
Case closed, everybody.
Adios to those fools. You know what's gonna be weird is when they become fan favorites 5 years from now, and and they're gonna want us to do it all over again.
I don't know if I could do that accent again.
Dude, it's so funny because you and I recorded part 2 before we recorded part 1.
Yeah.
So it's so funny when part 2 came out, and I didn't realize how many accent changes you went through in part 2 before you got the one.
Before I nailed the one that I wanted.
So it's so funny. Like I think if people knew that, I didn't know how to tell people that that's what
Yeah.
happened. But like I think if they knew that going in, it's probably more funny. Or it's probably funnier. Is that is it more funny or funnier?
That's a Nathan question. I won't correct your English, bro.
Okay. It probably it'd probably be more funnier.
It'd
Is
be more funny. It'd be funnier.
I think funnier. That sounds right.
Yeah.
I don't know. Lissette's probably shaking her head right now. If they knew all the details that went into that, but it was a fun little thing. We had fun. I mean, my goodness, I sound like I have an asthma attack every 5 minutes.
It was so much fun. I would love that. That was just too funny.
Well, and the thing is too is that we actually got to record that in person. So
yeah, which made it funnier, I think.
yeah, I don't think it
Don't
would
look
have
at
worked.
me.
I don't think it would have worked in Zoom.
No. Too much overlapping.
Yeah.
And then apparently I know Spanish, everybody.
I know.
The idea was me to be interpreting or translating what Lizette was saying incorrectly.
Right.
But I kept accidentally getting it right when I was trying to get it wrong.
Yeah, Moni complimented you on that. She was
Yeah?
like, "Wow, Brittany."
Wow.
And even I, listening back, I was like, "Wow, Brittany got at least 85 to 90% correct." I was like, "Wow."
And I was trying to get it wrong on purpose.
You should have went outlandish, bro. You should have went far left field, but it's all good. It was just fun. It was a blast. Now we're back to business.
Oh, my nose.
Oh my gosh. Better go catch it.
Don't worry, buddy. I had to take a COVID test before I came back to the States.
Oh, stateside. What does that mean? Where
Nasty.
were you for the last week?
I was out of the country, bro. Living my dreams of not being in the United States. No offense. Every time I'm in a different country, I'm just like a different Brittany. I walk. All of a sudden, I can consume dairy products.
Whoa.
All of a sudden, I can eat, most fruits still without like having an itchy throat over there. Life is just great, and I don't have to work.
Bombs and chocolate chip cookies.
I'm telling you, life was grand. So Nathan and I went to Ireland. For those who do not know, if you don't keep up with my Instagram, rude.
Or the podcast.
I've been making stories daily, and I don't post on Instagram daily, only for the podcast, honey.
Whoa.
So we went to Ireland, and it was a trip to look at wedding venues. And we may or may not have chosen the one that we love already.
No way.
Yes way. Yahweh. But we traveled all through Ireland. Nathan had to drive on the left side of the road. Things got crazy. There was some tiny roads that were, 2 cars are getting on it, going the opposite direction, but it was like you have to get on the side so the person can pass, and it was crazy. So we landed in Dublin. We spent 2 days there. Then we went to Sligo. Then we went to Galway. And then we went to Waterford and Cork. I mean, we went everywhere. We put miles on that tiny car.
What kind of car did you get?
Oh man, I think it's called a Renault. Renault.
Renault.
Renault. I think that's like the Dodge or the Toyota Corolla of Ireland. Because everyone had that car. And we had it in this ugly, bright orange color. And everyone else had that same one.
Wow.
Yeah. Stands out.
That's awesome.
And I had like a full Irish breakfast every single day.
I mean, honestly, like you were really good about sending pictures to all of us. So
Yeah. Not to be braggadocious. I was like, because I never send you guys pictures, and you're always like, are you alive? Blah, blah, blah.
yeah, but you still went back to your old ways when you came back. Like we didn't know where you were, if you
Mom asked
survived the
me
flight.
10,000 times. I'm like, we're coming back now.
Everyone was like worried, like, where is she? Like, oh my god.
Nobody's worried. It's a flight. What's the worst that can happen?
But when you were over there, look at this building I found.
Yeah, there's nothing exciting to tell you guys when I'm home. Just a picture of me in bed with ice on my knee.
You're feeling the effects of approaching 30.
So listen up, everybody. I don't know what happened, and I don't know how to check my insurance to find a doctor to check my knee, but whatever. So the first day we were in Dublin. I think it's because we were on the flight for like it felt like forever. Like it was like 2 days of flying, it felt like. And then the very first day we got there, we just walked. And we walked with purpose. 16,000 steps on the first day and a million stairs. Like it was like, when you go to Disney World, you got to you get 20,000 steps. And then the next day I woke up, all of a sudden my knee was not working. Like I couldn't bend it. And when I walked down the stairs, like I was like, holy crap. I feel like my knee was just going to pop out the socket. So it was like that all week. And I think it's because I didn't rest it because I'm not going to rest my knee. I need to look and see the sights of the city.
Mm-hmm.
And you basically just walk everywhere there. So now's my time to rest it. And it's still dead. And I live in a 3-story house and I can't even walk up and down the stairs.
Yeah, that's true. We're gonna have to get you one of those the stair lifts.
I think so.
So you can sit down and
yes, please. It's so sad. We went to Blarney Castle, and if anyone's ever gone, there's like a spiral staircase like in the castle, but it's so narrow, and the steps are like way smaller than my feet. So I'm like taking one step with my good leg and trying to pull the other one up. There's like people waiting for me. It's the slowest. I look so handicapped. My God. It was so annoying. And then I showed Marquette they listened a video of how I walk, and they're like, Brittany, you walk like a pregnant lady. It was so bad.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I wanted to hopefully be repaired by the time we go to Colorado because I want to ski because there's no point because I'll just be chilling on snow.
Hey, I'm going to be tearing it up on some small hills, so.
Whoa. I think you're going to get to the big hill, bro. A whole week of skiing?
You think so?
Yeah. And you've been working out, so you might have a better center of gravity now.
Maybe. I don't know. Those single leg deadlift things.
Yeah.
That's hard.
Are you doing them right?
I hope. I've been.
So you gotta make sure you don't feel it in your back. You only feel it in your hammies?
I feel it in my hammies, and yeah, I think I've been doing it right because you just lean forward with the weight, right?
Yeah, but you want to make sure your back is flat, not rounded over, and then you push your butt back.
Okay.
Well, I don't know. You gotta send us a video. Nathan will review it. He's my personal trainer.
Yeah, I've been. So for those that don't know, I've been working out.
I work out.
And trying to get healthy. I think the breaking point was I accidentally broke a toilet seat, and
did you really?
Yes, I'm so embarrassed.
Where? At your house?
Yes.
How
Yeah.
hard did you sit down?
Bro, I didn't even know. I thought it was like one of those things where I thought the seat like fell off. You know how sometimes seats kind of move a little bit?
Yeah, like to
So
the
I thought when
side.
I yeah, so I thought it slid and I readjusted and I was like, oh, "Okay, it's fine." But then when I got up, I saw this line and I was like, "What is that?" And then I realized, "Oh my god, I broke the toilet seat."
Oh my
Yo.
god.
Yo.
You know what my breaking point was?
Huh.
So over there, they put a trash can right next to the toilet, like
Mhm.
in that little stall. And every time I sat down to go pee, my leg would be touching the trash can.
Mm. But
So that wasn't fun.
how's that a breaking point?
It just made me feel big, bro. Like,
Well,
is everyone's leg touching the trash can or is it just me? This is
maybe it's just
disgusting.
small. Maybe does it look like average sized?
Nah, 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 man. I'm gonna go European skinny now. I'm just gonna
Oh
smoke
my
cigarettes and coffee and have maybe an apple a day.
You're gonna look like Christian Bale?
Hell yeah, bro.
Oh my god. Yeah, that was my breaking point. And
Did you fix the toilet seat?
yes, I ordered a new one and I fixed it. It's all good. It's funny because I told I told Lisette, and of course Lisette laughed, but not in a mean way. But she's
Yeah,
like,
I know, but it is funny.
Yeah, how did you break the toilet seat? I said, all I did was like sit on it. Like,
Are you sure you just didn't sit down really fast?
nah, dude, it was a red flag, bro. It was a red flag.
Do you even know how much you weigh?
No, okay, so that my bad. I didn't pre-weigh myself before I started working out, but when
You
I
could
weighed
just do
myself,
before and after pictures. Like your weight doesn't matter because most of the time it's not you're not even you losing fat sometimes you're just losing water. So I'd rather just look at the pictures because the scale be a bitch.
yeah, I know the scale was reading 260 not too long ago when I did weigh myself, and that's also embarrassing. But anyways, whatever the case may be, is I'm on track, and luckily for me, Nathan had a plan and that he sent that you guys do, and I actually got to do a workout with you guys, and it kind of changed in my life because I love that day we worked out together.
Right? It was lit.
Yeah, and so when I asked, what I didn't ask for you guys' plan, but I was like, well, whatever you guys do, let me know so I can do something similar. But then Nathan's like, here's the Excel, here's 3 pages of Excel. I'm gonna let
You
you.
know how he is.
But I printed it out and just started doing it, and it's 6 days on, 1 day rest, and I do a hit workout before I do the actual main workout, so I'm already sweating before I start my workout, and it's been a good, oh gosh, it's been over a week now.
Yeah, I think so. A week or two.
So yeah, and
I think
I've been,
that's the good thing about it because if you have a plan,
yeah.
you can like stick to it. Whereas if you're like, well, I'll just do this today
Hmm.
or I'll do this today, you just got to follow the plan. You can't just do what you feel like. Even if you do, like the days where I don't want to feel anything, luckily I have Nathan
Yeah.
to push me. So that helps. And you have your wife to push you.
Yeah. Yeah. And yeah, I know. I wrote a note on the mirror.
Yeah.
Yeah, to remind myself why I'm doing this. And yeah, man, I just wanted to get a little healthier, and I definitely don't like how I look, and I don't like how I feel. This is all before mom's diabetes scare that she had recently. So
But that I was trying. Mom is so healthy. Like
yeah.
the I'm not saying I don't agree with the doctor, but doctors are bullshit. Like, can't eat watermelon, can't eat bananas, blah, blah, blah. If you tell it to someone that's like, so, how do I say this about mom? She has like disordered eating, TBH. So now she's never going to eat a watermelon again or bananas because she thinks she's going to have diabetes right away.
Yeah.
But they just love cookies. I think they just don't understand that they love cookies too much. Because she won't eat anything, but she'll eat stupid cookies. I'm like,
Yeah, but
do you think, sweetie?
she's so well behaved though, and she's so restrict. She has a trait that we don't have, disciplined. When it comes to food,
Discipline.
she
Yeah.
knows. She knows like when food. She knows that all I need is this celery stick and this carrot, and I'm fine.
And then I'll be fine for the rest of the week.
You know, I can have a smoothie and stuff. Whereas, like, I'll have a smoothie, but I'm like, yo, make me an egg sandwich too, bro.
Right. Like, it's like, you have to like train your stomach to be full. You know what my problem is like I'll be eating and after a couple bites I'm already full. And then I'm like, let's see how far I can go with this. I'm always like, I can finish this whole plate. I already know it, but I'm already in pain after a couple bites. But I'm like, I know I'm gonna eat. I can eat more, and then I
Yeah,
finish it, and then I'm in pain.
yeah. So, anyways, health. Um,
Well,
I hope
happiness.
I have been taking pictures though on a weekly basis, and I mean I feel the difference in myself because now I've gotten to the point now that I could put my shoes on without heavily breathing. So I mean that's getting better, but it did get to the point where I was like trying to put my damn socks on.
Really?
Yeah, dude, it was. I'm telling you, but for some reason I just couldn't get it in my mind of like, dude, just go work out, like, and obviously portion control, but like go work out, do something that's gonna make you move. But I don't know.
That's why I was telling Nathan I want to get like a foldable treadmill, one that we
Yeah.
could put underneath the bed. I don't care, like super cheap one. So
Hmm.
like when I have those days, because sometimes I work really late, I can like pull the treadmill out if I don't feel like doing an actual workout, and I can just walk like a
Yeah.
lot. And I
Yeah, and
think
that's
that'll help it. Now that I got a broken leg, I don't know what I'm gonna do. Just arms and that's it. I'm gonna be freaking
swim.
Popeye.
Swim.
I don't have a pool. The whole point of having a garage gym is not to go anywhere, but now I'm gonna have to go somewhere to swim.
Oh yeah, that's true. I mean, yeah, and at the end of the day, too, the one thing that I know to be true is that the best thing for myself, because of my, I don't want to say lack of motivation, but like my tendency to kind of like give up on my aspirations as far as weight loss or maintaining the weight loss, is that the one thing I know that always worked is if I stay consistent and I do it frequently and I don't stop,
Mm-hmm.
I'm good about it. Like when you and I would work out when we were younger, we went to the gym almost every day, and I
Yeah.
lost what 50 pounds, and then I was able to keep it off for like 2 to 3 years.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's the thing is like it's. But once I stop, I eat more, and I go back to my old ways. I gain the weight, and then I got to do it all over again. So I got to make sure that I just stay consistent, have my plan, and even if it sucks, I hate leg days. Not to mention, I need to get a squat rack, bro, because the bench that I have, the
Yeah.
the arms adjust, but they only go up to my chest. So or yeah, up to my chest. So I still have to bend over to get the bar and then get
Oh,
out.
I see what you're saying.
Yeah. So and then I got to put it back on the rack, and I'm scared to death because I have, I think I got like I don't know, 125, 135 weight, and I'm like trying
Yeah.
to put it back on. Yeah.
Damn.
I don't want to
Crazy
die doing it.
times.
I don't want to end up like you with a broken leg.
You know what? This is some bullshit.
You know what I
I
always
had
think
to
of?
tell I had to tell my best friends to prepare because they're going to Paris like next month. And I was like, you know Amy, right?
Yeah.
I was like, Amy, baby girl, you gotta start training walking because all these places, there's no elevator. It's stairs for days. You have to walk everywhere. She's like, well, RIP to me. Oh my god. It's so much easier to walk somewhere than get a taxi.
Yeah. Yeah, it
Like,
is true.
especially if you're going to a foreign country, they're gonna want you to speak French over there.
Really? Oh, that's right. You said they're going to Paris.
Yeah, they're going to Paris.
Wow.
Crazy times.
Yeah, every time I think of knees being in pain, I always think of The Dark Knight Rises. You know, like when he
Is
puts
this
on
a
the brace.
segue?
No, no, this is not a segue. But when he puts on the brace, I always think of that. Like, especially when my knees hurting that day, I'm like, I wish
Yeah.
I had a brace like Batman.
Well, yeah, mom told me I should order a knee brace.
You should.
Let me see.
It's not an old thing. It's just
You know
it
how
just
she's like, I have two at my house. Come over. I was like, I literally can't even walk down the stairs, and you want me to drive 30 minutes to you right now? My
so
God.
technically you're disabled right now.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie to you.
Yeah, I mean it's okay. Don't be ashamed,
I'm trying not to put weight on it. So we go to Colorado. I can actually ski because ski is life.
dude. I can't wait to experience it. We are slowly but surely getting every little piece that we need. I'm the one
Oh,
who's
Mark Anthony got in trouble with Papa Nathan.
yeah, I'm the one who's behind, especially when it comes to winter wear. My body runs really warm. So you'll
That
catch
doesn't
me
matter in this instance.
hold on. You'll mostly
Okay.
catch me wearing shorts on a cool day. You know what I mean? Like I
Yeah.
don't like to wear sweatpants or sweatshirt unless it's super super cold. So I don't have a lot of those type of outfits. So now I'm in for a shock of my life in a couple weeks here, and I'm gonna be freezing. So we've been little by little going to stores to pick up, like we just bought a coat or a jacket yesterday for myself. Like this, but it's funny because Lisette's prepared because she's
Yeah.
usually cold, so she she has a
She
lot
has
of
things.
yeah, exactly. And I'm like, oh man, I don't know. I don't have that. And then I was so proud with you. Like I was like, great, guess what I got? I got sweatpants. She says, that's not gonna work, you idiot. You're gonna get wet.
You can't wear sweatpants to skiing. That's like the worst thing possible. You need something waterproof.
I was so happy about it. But
I
no.
mean, you could wear it in the cabin, maybe.
Yeah, I guess so. I guess.
Lisa, what are you doing? You look adorable.
You want
So I'm ordering a knee brace while we're on the podcast, everybody. But I don't know my thigh circumference. Who knows that?
I I don't know.
Guess I'll go large.
Get a shoestring, wrap it around your thigh, and then measure it with one of Nathan's tape measures.
Whoa.
Whoa, Lisette.
Or if you have one of those tape, what are they called? Measuring tape. You know, like the ones they use for measuring suits and stuff.
I had that, but Jorge used it, and I don't know if he used it to measure his willy, so I'm not touching it. Write that down, Jorge, if you're listening to the podcast.
Never mind. Never mind. I was gonna go. I was gonna go worse.
What were you gonna say? What were you gonna say?
No, no, no. I can't. I can't. I can't.
Margale goes too far. He goes
I
too
was
far.
gonna go too far. I was gonna go too far. But it was gonna be like an achievement, but it was gonna be a small achievement.
Oh my god. Oh, Lisette, you missed the best part. Nathan and I found the castle that we're gonna get married at. Woo-woo! Jesus. My Apple Watch decided to listen to what we're saying, apparently.
Apple.
Mm-hmm.
That is so exciting.
I know. We'll show you later tonight because I know the podcast listeners can't see
Yeah.
what it is.
Hey. You gotta do
But
what
just so everyone know, it's a castle. Whoop, whoop. And I literally, I thought this was going to cost 20 grand max. Upon doing research,
it's 21 grand.
well, okay, so I picked the cat. We looked at a bunch of castles, and the castle that we ended up liking the most was the one that David Beckham and Posh Spice got married at.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Oh, honey. And I was like, honey, if we're gonna get married where David Beckham and Posh Spice are getting married, we need fireworks and we need a string quartet and all this. So everything that I want is kind of it's a little bit more than expected. So just letting y'all know. Um, I'm gonna make sure it's a good day, a good 1 day party.
Wait, so is the venue where they got married? Is that the one?
Yes, it's the exact same venue that they got married at.
Oh my god.
Jesus.
Congrats.
Thank you. And it doesn't look haunted like the one that we liked as well, because I knew everybody looked a little scared.
I know
And
I
there,
was.
well, you know what? So I loved that place so much, and we spent the night there. And when I said I could feel a presence in the room, like I was trying to sleep, and I was like, there's a ghost. There's a ghost watching me right now. That's all I could think of. So I couldn't sleep. And every time I shut my eyes, I just felt like this big like push on my chest. Like someone was like, "You better not sleep. You ain't sleeping here tonight." So literally, I tried sleeping. So like it was like already 4 a.m, like their time. And Nathan's been knocked out for like 10 hours, sleeping like a baby. And I'm here witnessing this paranormal activity. I didn't see a ghost, but I could feel it, man. I felt it in my nuggets. Like this was the only place where I felt like there was a ghost, because we slept in a lot of places, and I assume all of Europe is haunted, but this place, I don't know. I do not know, but I wouldn't even go up to go pee, even though I had to pee so bad. I was like, I'm not peeing by myself.
Oh my gosh.
So, and we were there during a storm, and in a castle in a storm, I give it on the windows because there's like trees and stuff. And oh my god, I was sweating. I got 1 hour of sleep maximum. But that's when I found out
Did you
in
feel like
Ireland.
Shorty in Scary Movie 2 when the tree breaks in the window
Yes.
and smokes him as a blunt?
Oh my god. So there's a show, guys, in Ireland called Naked Attraction. And y'all need to watch this. I don't know how you'll get a hold of it, but there was an old lady that just got divorced, and she was trying to get back into the dating scene. So what they do is she's like telling people what she wants. And so the whole premise of the show is there's like 6 contestants, and she can only see their genitalia at first. And she's like, "Ooh, that one's nice. That checks all the boxes." And she like picks her favorite ones, and then the other ones have to leave. And then she gets to see what they look like. And she's like, "Oh, damn, missed out on that one." But and then it goes up to the torso, and then she makes them do stuff to figure out who she likes the most. It was crazy. I could not finish it, but it was funny.
They have that programming, but they don't have HBO Max.
Yeah, everybody, I'm not up to date with Euphoria because there's no HBO Max in Ireland for some reason. I was on the app multiple times just testing it. I was like, maybe it's just like a city thing, or I can't watch it. But every place there was no I couldn't watch my HBO Max. Sorry, it's not available in your region. I've never been so disappointed in my life. So I was like, good thing I downloaded some movies beforehand, but I picked the worst movies possible. So we tried watching Kimmy, the Alexa / Siri show with Zoe Kravitz.
I heard it was good.
Nathan and I watched 17 minutes or 30 minutes on the plane, and Nathan looked at me like, and I was like, okay, you want me to turn it off? He's like, yeah, this is so boring. It's really slow. And Zoe Kravitz, what other movie has she acted in?
She's
I know she's Catwoman.
yeah, she's in the Batman. Oh man, I can't think of the movies right now.
I know she was another movie with Shia LaBeouf, but
she's in Big Little Lies or whatever that show was called with Reese Witherspoon and all that.
I don't know about her acting in this Kimmy film.
Is it Big Little Lies or Big Little Secrets? Whatever.
Big Little Lies, I think you're right. But her acting in this film is so
Yeah, that bad?
I'm back, baby. I'm telling you, I'm allergic to the States. I did not burp once in Ireland.
You were an actual lady in Ireland.
I was a lady. Now I'm back to my redneck self, back in Texas.
Redneck. Drinking them 40s and farting.
Oh my gosh. So the only thing about the Kimmy movie is it's with the times, COVID, blah blah blah. She's too scared to go outside. I'm assuming because of that.
Mm-hmm.
But it's trash. Sorry. Too boring. Cut to the chase, honey.
Whoa.
Yeah. Maybe if I gave it some time, but I couldn't. Like I was like, there this movie is so it's like a flat line. That's how I felt about it. Nothing excited me. And then we watched a few movies on the plane. Sorry if you wanted to talk about something else. But I'm gonna tell you what we watched first before we get to the next.
It's all good.
I feel like I'm talking too much.
No.
So then we watched the movie with Bradley Cooper called what is it called?
Nightmare Alley.
Nightmare Alley. And Nathan was like, the movie's okay, but I kind of liked it. Like it was different, and it was like Guillermo del Toro film. And Bradley Cooper is like this guy he has like a weird past that you don't find out till the very end, but he's like trying to run away from it. And he tries to get friends with well, oh my god, am I trying to make sense? He runs into the circus thing where he sees a geek. He's like watching this scary show, or this guy, he's like eating a chicken and grunting, and he's really weird, and he tries to leave without paying, and William Dafoe catches him, and then he decides to work for the carnival to make some money. And one thing leads to another, he turns into like a badass magician, but then things go down on his luck. And he gets too money greedy, and things go south really fast with him pretending to be a psychic kind of thing.
Oh, okay. Because in the trailer they say you're a medium.
Yeah, he's pretending to he learned these tricks from this couple to be a medium. And she's reading these cards to him because she does tarot cards, and she can actually read those cards, but she was like, he gets like the hangman, and he has a bad future ahead of him. And he's like, he ignores it, obviously.
Yeah.
And he goes and does he starts pretending to be a medium and lying to people, which is what the couple warned them about. He's like, don't give people fake hope. Like he pretends to see people's dead ones. Like he's like, they're sending me a message. They're saying this to you, but he's just lying to people. So the ending gets so crazy, bro. I don't know if you would like the movie, but the twist at the end is so crazy.
I've been wanting to watch it.
I recommend it. It's kind of like there was no boring moments. I think Nathan was like, it's not his cup of tea, not a lot of action, but it was intense.
Okay.
Write that down.
All right.
Last movie we watched on the plane is Promising Young Woman.
Oh, I wanted to check that out too.
That movie is really good. You need to watch that movie.
She kills men who are disgusting.
Yeah, oh man, it's a really good movie. She's basically getting revenge for a friend who was, taken advantage of. And she starts going to clubs pretending to be really drunk, and she's trying to see what men are bad. Like she's basically keeping tally of people who will take advantage of really drunk women. And I got disappointed because I thought she was gonna kill them, but she doesn't, which is annoying. But I was kind of hoping that she murders them, but she just gets revenge on them and freaks them out. Like when they try to take advantage of her. She pretended to be drunk until they start doing too much to her, and then she freaks them out by being sober and stuff. Yeah. They're like, what the heck? Were you pretending to be drunk? And they get mad at her. And she's like, so you wanted to sleep with me when I was drunk? Blah blah blah. It was crazy. And the ending is nuts. And Bo Burnham, that comedian guy, he did a really good job in that movie.
Dang. Okay. I like that review.
Yeah, I recommend that movie unless you get trigger warnings, but there was no actual scenes of that, thank God.
Yeah.
It was about to, but she always stops them.
Yeah.
Yeah, so yeah, I think it's just the mention of it.
Gotcha. Man.
Yeah. That's why I couldn't watch it if it had it in it.
Yeah. I mean, I've been wanting to check it out, and I was well. You kind of already told me that she doesn't get revenge,
Yeah.
but I was like, wow, this
Bummer.
is this is gonna be kind of cool because she's gonna be wanted for murder and all this stuff,
I
and
wanted that so bad. You know what was so funny? McLovin was in it, and freaking Schmidt from New Girl was in it, and he
well,
acts just like he does in New Girl. Like I'm like, it was too funny. Even though he's supposed to be like a mean guy, he still had. I was still laughing what he said.
I I watched a few films myself.
Uh oh, let's
Since
hear
you've
it.
been gone.
Since you begun
I watched I Want You Back,
with Charlie Day.
Charlie Day and oh, what's her name? Oh, I'm blanking on the name. I know Gina Rodriguez is in it. I know Scott Eastwood's in it, but I can't remember. It's Sean Ralphio's sister in Parks and Rec.
Hey,
Ah,
didn't this girl date
oh, Jenny Slate.
Jenny Slate, and she dated my man Chris Evans.
She dated your man Chris Evans. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
You're not your man no more.
Not anymore, I guess.
He's not getting married in the castle. That's for sure. But I watched it. It's a cute little movie. Cute little romantic
I thought it
comedy.
would be cute. Like Nathan downloaded it on his phone. We just didn't watch it.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, and it kind of goes down the way you expect it to go down, but there's
Typical.
some charming that you enjoy, and that's kind of like the when I get to a review later, kind of the reason why I like this movie and this other movie because it was just charming. It was fun. It was something different. It was something that we don't get a lot of these days. So it was kind
Yeah.
of nice to put it on and be like, ah, you know what? I knew what was gonna happen, but this was kind of fun. It was just to get there. You know what I mean? So I Want You Back. That's on Prime if you want to check it out. I thought it was really good. I got to check out Being the Ricardos with Nicole Kidman and Javier Bardem.
Ooh, how was that?
I thought it was really cool. It was really interesting the perspective of how they were exploring it because apparently this was like a tough week in the Ricardo's life. Like Lucy was being accused of being a communist, and her husband was caught with another woman, and it was like a scandal thing going on where they're trying to solve it, deny it, and of course, will the audience accept her and all this stuff for something that she did 20 years ago and all this stuff. And then at the same time, they're trying to do a show. Like they're trying to, you know, uh, Lucy Liu. Wow. Lucy is so, Lucille Ball, that's her name. She's trying so hard to have her hand in everything. And she's it's I don't know. It's really cool to see them try to put the show together basically the whole time, but also
Yeah.
dealing with all this stuff on the outside, all the personal stuff.
Ooh. I think I'd want
So
to watch that.
yeah, I thought it was fun. I mean, obviously there's no action in it. It's a drama movie, so
Yeah.
it's not a movie that I think Nathan's gonna enjoy.
Yeah. So they have to watch on my own.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. But I thought Nicole Kidman did an awesome job as Lucy.
Yeah.
Yeah, Javier Bardem. I mean, he's great and everything. So you know, um, I yeah, I have no complaints. J.K. Simmons was dope. He was really good. He's a cranky old man in there.
He's always good.
And it's Aaron Sorkin who wrote it and directed. So the words are a little snappy. They have long dialogue scenes. I'm trying to think of what other movie. I can't think of movies off the top of my head. I still haven't seen his Trial of the Chicago Six that I've been meaning to see. But yeah,
Not with Ben Affleck?
no, man, we are so good at bringing up Ben Affleck every episode.
I think we should just call this podcast Ben Affleck.
The Ben Affleck Show.
Yeah.
Sponsored by Ben Affleck.
Ben Affleck.
No, it's like Joseph Gordon-Levitt and the guy who plays Borat. What's his name?
Oh, okay. That's on Netflix.
Yeah, it's on Netflix, and I still haven't checked it out. It's been out for like 2 years.
I watched a movie while we were in Ireland because I couldn't sleep. That's kind of similar to that, like Lucille Ball one. It's called, what's her name? Judy with Renee Zellweger when she plays
Mm.
Judy Garland.
Mm-hmm.
That one's kind of a tough one to swallow because she went through a lot and she was like addicted to benzodiazepines and she's like having a lot of fits on stage and she's basically like manipulated to keep working so she can see her kids again kind of thing. And the whole movie is kind of just heartbreaking. Her life
Yeah.
is like really bad.
Mm.
Like I couldn't digest the film very well. But Renee
left a mark.
Zellweger did a great job. What happened?
It left a mark on you, huh?
Yeah, and I didn't even watch it from I didn't watch it from the beginning. It was just on their regular TV there, and
Mhm.
yeah, the scenes that I saw were because it would show her like in present day, but then it would go to the past, like her getting yelled at on set by older men and them talking to her in a bad way, and ugh, no me gusta.
Yeah. Oh man, Brittany, there's so much to catch up on. I saw Reacher the series. I watched all 8 episodes on Amazon Prime.
Reacher, like Jack Reacher.
Yeah, Jack Reacher, but it's played by somebody else now.
Mm.
I don't know his name, but it wasn't bad. It in some moments felt like a CBS crime drama show, and then other moments they were brutal and like HBO extreme where when the kills happened. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They do have blunt force and a lot of blood and stuff like that, and then they cuss and all that stuff. So I thought it was really cool. I actually was pleasantly surprised with the series. I also started Luther. I know you told me a long time ago to watch Luther.
Yes, with Idris Elba.
I did not know how
good it was.
Yeah, because
Yes.
the first episode you already know who's the killer.
Yeah.
So now it's just a cat and mouse game, and so I only watched 1 episode so far, but I was like, wow.
You need to watch the whole thing. And you know what? The one that you already know is the killer. Her lip pisses me off so much. Like her lip just makes me more upset.
I felt the same way.
Okay, thank you.
I was like, who chose duck lips to play this role?
And those lips make her more scary. Like there was another show that I watched. I told you about with the crap. The one that's like a Harry Potter show on HBO.
Oh, the his Dark Materials?
Yeah, she's in there and she is like a bad guy and her lip again. Like I want to punch her in the lip. I feel so bad. Like you're born that way, but it looks so forced sometimes from the side. It sticks out so bad, like a piece of paper.
Weird. I don't. It's like she's permanently trapped with her lip out. Like when mom tells us when she points something out to us with her lip.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's like
it's super thin.
Yeah, it's.
I don't know.
Sorry, honey.
Yeah, I'm so sorry.
But it helps you have the bad guy look.
Yes, it definitely adds to it.
I'm glad I'm not the only one that gets annoyed with it. Like,
yeah,
it's so distracting sometimes.
Idris is dope in it, and it's
right.
It gives off a vibe of Sherlock Holmes, and well, I actually read on the trivia that they were going for a Sherlock Holmes meets Columbo type of situation. Columbo's like an old detective show.
Yeah. And that's some of like his best work. Cause no offense to Idris, but he gets put into some really bad movies. But he's a good actor.
Yeah.
But I don't know why they only cast him in movies where that aren't that good.
Yeah, I know. It's yeah. He's one of those that unfortunately he's popular. I don't know. He should be doing more because he's great. So
yeah,
it's weird when he pops up in a movie and it's like not well received, and it's like, and then we watch it and it's like, oh, it wasn't that good.
I think he does really good in like the British cinema, but when they put him in a movie in America, it's always like they give him like a crappy role that's like a supporting role, or like the movie's just like, ugh. Like the movie he did with Kate Winslet, I didn't even watch. I think that's supposed to be a romantic movie in a plane where they crash or something. I have no idea.
The Mountain Between Us.
Yeah. Ooh.
Yeah. Dude, Peacemaker, I know you have to catch up on it, but man,
Is that the season finale?
yeah, that's the season finale.
Oh crap.
So I
You
love it.
guys, you need to watch Peacemaker. Like I always put it to the side, just like I did with Ted Lasso. I put it to the side because Mark Anthony, not. Sometimes I don't trust his judgment, guys. Just kidding.
Watch yourself,
But
okay?
watch, I watch yourself watching me, bro. Peacemaker is really good and it's entertaining, and John Cena is really good in that show.
I know he does such a good job as Peacemaker.
Yeah. And he makes me want to do steroids. Like his arms are so awesome. Like I'm like, man, I wish I could be that beefy and
He's
strong.
too much man. He's too much man.
He's
Like I
too
see him,
much
I go,
man.
it's just too much.
And just everything he does looks like it's just like stiff because he's so muscular.
You know what though? There's a scene I can't wait for you to watch it in the last episode that I go, he would be an awesome Terminator.
Oh.
Like I know that he doesn't want to be typecast, and it's probably not what he wants to do, but he would play an awesome Terminator. For real. Like
For
if we're looking
reals.
for that Arnold aspect, I think they could totally get away with doing a horror movie and have him cast as the Terminator and get away with it. I think it'd be good.
I can see
Dude,
that.
I completely forgot to riff off your ghost story
Oh, tell me.
because I actually the other night but mine's pathetic. The other
Okay.
night Sam woke me up per usual to go to the bathroom at like 3
Yeah.
in the morning. So I took him downstairs to go to the bathroom, and I'm thinking of this movie idea, right? I have this movie idea in my head. I was like, what if somebody was outside right now? They committed a crime, a murder, right? And they're like maybe it just happened, and they start looking around to make sure nobody heard anything. But this one house, the lights go off. Who murdered the person thinks that, oh, they know that something happened, but in reality they're just taking their dog outside, right?
Yeah.
And then the guy, obviously I have to clean this up because he notices there's a camera on the house too, and he's like, uh-oh, the light went on and the camera's on, I gotta go take care of this. So he goes and breaks into this guy's house and holds him hostage. Anyway, so I was thinking of this.
You've been watching too much of You.
I was thinking of this idea, and then I went to the Sam came back inside, and I went to the restroom, and I, for some reason, instead of opening the door and having the light on as I go back to the bedroom or back to bed, I turned it off and then opened the door.
But what if you turn off the light and you can't see him getting inside? It'd be so
No,
much
but
easier to see the bad guy coming in.
no, we're back on real life now, though.
Oh, no, but what if there's a bad guy?
Real life, though, I go to the bathroom, I turn off the light, and then I open the door. Well, because the idea was in my head, I felt a presence at my bedroom door.
Oh my God.
And then I ran my pinky toe into the bottom of my bed
Shit.
because I freaked
You were
myself
sprinting up.
I freaked myself out so badly.
Oh my God.
So then, yeah. So and then
That's
I woke
something
up
I
the
would
next
do.
morning going, I think I hurt my foot more or my toe more than I thought I did. It was bruised.
Damn, bro. No, dude, that's like my biggest fear. Not somebody murdering someone and then thinking that I saw it.
Oh,
But
yeah.
like that's why I like double check the front door to see if it's locked. Like I go downstairs like 5 times before I go to bed because I'm like, it's not locked. It's not locked. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna be in bed peacefully. Nathan's always knocked out, and someone's gonna just waltz in, and
Yeah.
Jorge's downstairs. Sadly, he's gonna have to get killed first, and then they're gonna come up, and somehow I didn't hear the murder downstairs, and he comes in the room, and I have nothing. I don't have
but
anything to protect
he's also
myself.
got 3 flights of stairs to go, so I don't know. if
Maybe he
worth
won't
it.
make it. He'll be winded from the first murder that he won't be able to come to the third floor.
Dude, I'm telling you, it's so scary because I mean, not to freak you out, but it's like literally the only protection. I mean, yeah, we have the alarm, but like the only protection is a lock.
And your dog.
Sam, really?
You'll he can bark. You know the bark is scary sometimes.
Yeah, I guess.
Maybe
I
that's
don't
why I
know.
should get a dog to protect the house. But all the dogs I want like an English Cocker Spaniel. So I don't know how terrifying that is. And maybe I should get a gun.
Oh my god. What?
But my biggest fear is it not being a killer, but like somebody that I know got into the house and I'm just paranoid and I shoot them when they walk through my door.
Oh my gosh. Wow,
You
we
know,
we have an overactive imagination.
these are the things that keep me up in the middle of the night, bro.
Oh my god. Now we can start singing You're Not Alone. One more thing to talk about.
Oh, go ahead.
Ready?
Yes.
I saw Marry Me.
Trash basura.
I actually I actually acquired myself a ticket or two for
Hmm.
Valentine's Day, but we couldn't go. But we luckily it was streaming, so we got to watch it off of Peacock.
Peacock.
And yeah, Peacock, that's the streaming service that NBC has.
Hmm.
And you know what, man? All the crap we've been giving it, it was fun. It was fun. Like
I think you've become too romantic. That you're
no.
like you've never liked this movies before. Like, did you ever like Valentine's Day that movie? Did you ever
No.
like
Okay,
he's
okay,
just
okay.
that into
Hold on. Slow,
you?
slow your roll. Slow your roll. Okay.
You stole your role.
I don't. I don't like the movies where it's the whole freaking Hollywood playing. I don't like that the 10 different celebrities in a movie they're in love with so and so. I don't like
Hmm.
that crap. I like though these type of stories, the idea of something magical. It's not every day that a pop star chooses you in the crowd to marry. Like I like that fantastical story idea of like and they don't make it like it anymore. And to
You should just watch Made in Manhattan then.
see, that's the thing. I love Made in Manhattan. See,
That
I
is a good
like
movie.
romantic comedies, man, and but I don't know what it is. You know, I was telling Lisette, I said the reason why I like romantic comedies probably more than just regular comedies is because at least with romantic comedies you're laughing, but there's also heart, and if they
Mm.
cast it right, it could be a really good time. And I mean, yeah, sometimes with Owen Wilson, it's like I don't know if this quite works, but I thought he was endearing too because he's also playing a math teacher, so he kind of fits that role.
Yeah, I
And
can
and
see
even
that.
though it seems like a little far fetched, he's in with J Lo is she's a bar, right? She's a high bar.
Yeah.
She's like Lisette status, but a little bit lower than Lisette. So So I root for the underdogs because I was able to get Lisette. So it's like for me, it's like I live vicariously like that. Like, yeah, woo, I
Yeah.
love that. It even got me to the point where I was tearing up, man.
Whoa.
Yeah, there's a scene that happens. She does a grand gesture, and it's like, wow, that was really sweet, you know. And then also, what I loved about the movie is because the whole thing, really, what it's really about is going outside your comfort zone.
Yeah, she could have been with Bad Bunny, but she chose Owen Wilson.
It was Maluma.
Maluma, baby.
Maluma is a bad boy in that movie.
Is he a good actor?
I mean, he. How do you describe it? It's not. You can't. He plays the role. He plays himself. It feels like basically like an exaggerated version of himself. So I can't say that he's a good actor or a bad actor.
Damn.
It's like if they cast me in the role, and I still was just myself, but I had to be a bad guy.
Mm,
Yeah, kind of like that.
I see that. I see that.
But I thought it was cute, man. I don't know. I maybe you're right. Maybe I got a soft spot, but I love like my best friend's wedding, and I guess we could count Jerry Maguire as that romantic comedy, right? Ish.
I think so.
So I like those movies. I like it when you feel the heart and you earn it at the end, and you're just like, that was fun. Who cares if it doesn't make sense? It was fun, and I think maybe it's my fault. Is like I got to the point where I watched so many. like superhero films and so many action movies because that's my favorite thing to do. That every once in a while something like this comes along and it's like, yeah, that was fun.
Okay,
It put a
that's
smile on
true.
my face. That's all. That's what I could say.
All right. I'll let you
Yeah.
have that.
Thank you for letting me have that,
Maybe I'll try watching it.
dude. I want you to watch it so badly.
Maybe I should watch it with you guys if you want to watch it again.
Yeah, I told Lisa, I said, "Do you want to watch Marry Me again?" And she's like, "What? You want to watch it again?"
With us. With us.
Dude, and next is not next week, right? No, it is
Yeah.
next week.
Next week.
Next week we're seeing the Batman.
The Batman.
You have a lot of cats.
Oh, I heard that some people got emotional watching the new Batman film, aka his girlfriend, Robert Pattinson's girlfriend.
Oh yeah. He did say that was like the stamp of approval that he needed.
Damn.
Dude, I'm so excited for this movie. Like my expectation is through the roof. Like I don't know if I have it under control. Like a lot of
I'm.
movies I
You gotta
do.
keep it down, bro, because when your expectations too high, you're always gonna be disappointed.
I think it's gonna be great, man. And we didn't even get to talk about Doctor Strange, but like I feel like there's a lot of great stuff that's coming out comic book related that I
Yeah.
just can't wait. Like it's through the roof my excitement level for the Batman, Doctor Strange, Thor 2 or no, not Thor 2. Gosh, Thor Love and Thunder. like
It's gonna
it,
be too
it can't come
good.
soon enough. And then the fact that the Peacemaker was so great, like comic book stories are just they're vibrant right now. They're
And they should be
rich.
getting awards. Like, I'm so mad that Spider-Man's not getting they're only getting like an award on what? Music or effects or something like that.
It's always effects. But that movie, honestly, I don't know how they missed it because that thing was filled with emotion. Like,
Yeah, and I was telling Mark Anthony they only pick weird movies to get awards, and Mark Anthony finally understood because they chose Power of the Dog. Got so many nominations, and I'm pretty sure maybe what's the movie I tried or the show I tried watching with Jessica Chastain, The Marriage Story on HBO. What
oh,
am I
Secret
watching?
Scenes of a Marriage.
Scenes of a Marriage. I'm pretty sure that's gonna get some nods. That's not the Oscars though, probably the Emmys.
Yeah, probably the Emmys for sure.
And it's easy to know what movies will get awards because I've watched so many movies because the Oscars gave like we're like, oh, it's amazing. And then I watch them like this is a movie I cannot even digest.
Yeah,
Like it's always an uncomfortable movie.
always.
Always. Like it's like why is this getting
Yeah,
awards instead of
and I think that's a good point. Like, why at least there's 10 there's 10 possibilities I think they went for like best picture and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
We're not asking for you to make them win, but just acknowledge. Like, I feel like it's
Yeah.
always serious. Like something like King Richard, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Power of the Dog, I haven't even seen it, but based on Brittany's review, it's like I could not sit through that movie at all. Like, I don't know
But
why
I
they.
knew that it would get awards because that's how I felt. I'm like, oh, okay. I'm this uncomfortable. I need to fast forward some scenes. It's gonna get awards.
But there's some that make sense. I saw a trailer actually. The preview channel was actually going through like the nominees. Like, this is what got nominated, and they showed trailers. There's
Hmm.
a movie that I do want to see called Coda. Have you seen the trailer for that?
Who's in that one?
Oh,
Is it KODA or CODA?
CODA.
Let me check.
Basically, the family's deaf, and the daughter she can sing. Like the daughter's not deaf, but she knows how
Oh.
to sign language and stuff. And but she wants to follow her dreams. But there's a lot of responsibilities going at home because her family's deaf. And it's like I was like, wow, okay, that looks like a movie that should be. I don't know. I didn't see Power of the Dog, so I can't tell you if it's good or not. But I just wish some popular movies would get recognition. Like the Batman, if it ends up being as good as people are expecting it to be, like it I hope it gets nominated next year. Like
Oh
more than
man,
special
oh man,
effects.
Schwitz. Yeah, and I one of the movies that's getting nominated is Belfast, and that's one I want to watch. And I
Oh
wanted to.
yeah.
We were in Ireland. We walked into a cinema, but I think it was in Gaelic, so I couldn't watch it.
I want to see that one though. I do. I do want to see Belfast.
So the nominees that I think are worth watching would probably they put okay, Spencer is on there and I watched it on the plane. I don't know what to say about that. I knew it was gonna get nominations, but it's like I first of all I couldn't hear Kristen Stewart anything she said. Like I could only hear the other actors, so I had to put subtitles on, and it wasn't even available on the plane for some reason for subtitles. And I had it on max, and I'd have to turn it up every time she was talking and turn it down when anyone else was talking. So I'm like, is it that hard to do an accent, honey? Anyway, and but her being Diana was really good, but I feel like that movie was kind of like it was very slow. And I get that they were trying to just show that Diana felt trapped
Mhm.
and like she felt like um everyone was after her, but they portrayed her as very weak, which I did not like.
Mm,
Like they just made it seem like she was scared of everyone and she was just like she couldn't I know she couldn't do anything, but I think she was stronger than they made her appear to be in that movie.
gotcha.
That's what I'm gonna say about that one. Other than that, maybe I need to watch it again at home where I can actually hear it and I'm not in a loud ass plane. And but they put Nightmare Alley on as best picture as well.
Yeah, and I felt like that was like their borderline. Well, Guillermo del Toro is kind of like a favorite when it comes to the Oscars because he got I can't remember if he won. I think he did for Shape of Water,
Mm,
that movie. But I guess that's kind of like their way of like, look at this somewhat popular movie that we acknowledged, but it's like, but that's not like Spider-Man No Way Home deserves some type of recognition. I'm not here preaching like all comic book movies need it, but like that movie was, even if
really good. Like there
yeah,
was
even
so
if
many elements to that movie and
yeah,
the acting was on point. There was like no bad acting in it. There was emotionality.
Tom
There was
Holland killed it with as far as like the
killed it.
emotions.
Oh my god, that fool made me cry so much. And I'm like, I don't understand why they can't just give those. I know those movies have a high budget, and I guess that's why they're taking it away from them. But that movie was like, it deserves to be nominated
Yeah.
for best actor at least or best picture. Like, you have to go with what the people think. I think it's just a bunch of old ass, white ass dudes on the board picking movies that nobody even wants to watch.
Well, even that, like the supporting cast, even if they didn't want to go, we don't want to nominate Spider-Man, right?
Yeah.
Tom Holland is too young right now or whatever. The Alfred Molina and William Defoe?
Come on.
Come on, dude. Like at least give him
Something.
a supporting nod. But I mean the
But you
sport,
they did do that for Heath Ledger.
yeah, the dark,
And
oh, see,
then
there you go.
yeah.
Yeah,
And I think oh no, Christian Bale didn't win one for Batman. He got supporting actor.
for fighter.
Yeah, never mind.
Yeah, yeah. So I don't know. It's a tricky thing. The people have complained about it. Obviously, when it comes to the Oscars, they complain about everything, whether it's
Yeah.
too many white people or not enough recognition, representation. And I get that. That's a strong fight that everyone should continue to fight. But also, look at the landscape of movies. Most of the movies that get nominated aren't movies that the general people want to see or can even
No.
stomach through. So
And
these,
that's why I like the People's Choice Awards instead. But even then, it's always Twilight or
yeah, though,
some
yeah,
stupid movie.
the people voting thing is also troublesome as well because then those
Yeah.
movies are like, why did that movie win? But
Yeah.
like, in some other cases though, something like Shang-Chi gets recognized, and it's like, yeah, it deserves to be recognized. That's a great film.
Yeah.
I don't know. I know. I don't
Hey,
know.
let's do our own Oscars.
Host our own. Yeah,
Yeah.
but
Like,
that's the trouble too. Is like, what's our cutoff? Like, what if we didn't see the movie?
no, we will do everything.
Oh yeah.
Like, if we think Spider Man's best movie, Spider Man's best movie. If we think best music is Marry Me, we're going to put Marry Me. Like, come on.
Oh man, yeah. Yeah, well, hey man, Hey, we deserve to be recognized because finally, finally, the movie reference, one of the episodes, the dopest dope I've ever smoked, reached 30 listens,
What
which is
in
an
the
achievement for
butt?
us. It's an achievement for us because we most of the time we're I don't know, it fluctuate between 14 to 21. Like that's our like our audience, but that one hit 30, and it's an
Dang.
achievement because it beat two episodes of the Who and What Movie podcast. The Stevens episode, no, was it Stevens? No, it was sorry, Rocky Horror Picture One and Tenet.
Dang.
Those were beating the movie reference still, but then this one climbed up, and now it's in our top 5 episodes is one of the movie
Maybe
references.
people thought we were smoking weed on the podcast. That's why I listened to that one.
Maybe I don't
Maybe,
know.
man. Maybe we still be high right now.
So I
Maybe
gotta
we
leave
should do a
you.
podcast where we're high. But I'll probably lose my job,
Oh
so
my
not a
god,
good idea.
not a good idea. No. So congratulations to you, and congratulations to me, and we got to keep going, man. We got to keep climbing, and
And we're just doing this literally for fun. Like we finally can talk to each other every week
yeah,
and laugh. And Margathi can annoy me trying to put me on a schedule because, honey, I'm a butterfly. I run to my own beat.
whatever.
Whatever.
I mean,
But
and it's funny because like this is not the only time we talk. Like we talk
a lot
a lot.
every
We
day.
text a lot. We FaceTime a lot. And then we have to go, okay, one of these we have to actually record. And we usually save all our movie stuff for for this conversation.
Yeah, like we
And then
don't
everything
bring it up
else.
in other conversations. Like
Yeah.
yeah.
But yeah,
And
I'm
feel like
proud.
one of these episodes
Yeah.
we should do in person, like our 1 year anniversary.
Yeah.
We should film it.
I agree. I agree. There's so many things that I want to do. And it's someone was making fun of me yesterday because I admitted that I was like sometimes I have fake interviews, because of the podcast as well. But
What a nerd.
yeah, I know. Well, I didn't know, Brittany and I, we just started it and just, it took off. It was nice. Um, but they're making fun of me because like but see, when you're doing these fake interviews, you're manifesting like the future. You need to think about it now, like you know what? All right, my sister and I, we're gonna manifest it now. This show's gonna be good. It's gonna do well, and people are gonna like it and love what we got to say. Maybe I don't know. I'm just kidding. I gotta be more positive. Is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah. Be positive.
Be positive. But thank you as always, Brent.
Thank you, Capitan.
Guys, follow on Instagram at the movie reference, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Anchor, so many other podcast platforms you can listen to the show. Thank you for listening. Thank you for sharing. You can also follow at the movie reference on Instagram. I'm trying to be a little more active on there. Hopefully, I'm not annoying people. But I'm trying to be on there a lot, promote the show, trying to get clips out there to y'all, but also, share some movie news that normally Brittany and I are on the same page, so I don't have to approve it with her, but, right?
Yeah, we're on the same page.
I
Don't
go,
worry.
what do you think of this idea? And all that stuff. So, anyways, guys, thank you so much for listening. That's the movie reference, episode 27. Things just got out of hand.
Dun, dun, dun.